Hello, friends. I'm so happy to see you again in this second part of the MENT framework, which is for money, entitlement, need, and time. Right. So now we are going to understand this framework with help of something called Neuro Linguistic Programming part. Right. So we will understand this framework NLP way. So now how to go about it. So now let's consider, as these frameworks we are using for business only. So suppose there is a businessman. Now, this framework is good. And you might find other frameworks also like MEN, which is for money, authority, and need. Sometimes they exclude time frame also, but it is good to include time. Sometimes you might find framework like BANT, B-A-N-T, budget, authority, need, and time. But these all frameworks, including this also, are not full in itself. That you must remember. This is very good to qualify prospect, but always think that this is not the only thing to qualify prospect. Why I am saying so? See, suppose there is a business running good or bad. Let's consider a good business. So what happens over here? Suppose now if business is running good, then definitely they have money, right? And now suppose if you are talking to CEO or MD of the business, then means they have authority or entitlement. Okay. And then suppose that business is definitely you are meeting in your place or in your connection. That means it is not an completely fully developed business like Amazon, right? You are not consulting right now somebody who is Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, right? So that means that business is not yet fully grown. So there is lots of possibility about growing the business, right? So they need growth, right? So need is also there. And time, of course, it should be now, because otherwise it's too late to compete into the market, right? It is said that if you are launching your perfect product, that means you are actually too late into the market, right? Now think about this. Suppose business have money, you are talking with an authority, they have need, and they have time right also. Suppose a company is looking for improving sales, because growth will directly be related to marketing and sales. This is what they think, right? So what they do, they will employ more salesmen. They will give salesmen more targets. They will pressurize salesmen with, intense targets, and they won't sell anyhow, right? But what about the products? Are they developing products which are self-selling? Are they developing quality products which people actually looking for to buy? Or are they only having commodities? And definitely they have commodities, because suppose a business, when it is successful, suppose it passed 10, 15 years, 20 years, and the maturity when business started and maturity after 15 to 20 years is completely different, and they are still running same product. Is it possible to have something, a monopoly product, after 15 to 20 years, same product? Or are they selling commodity? That you must think about. Also, what happens sometimes, so these people, suppose you are offering them sales coaching, and they will ask you, okay, you will teach us sales. How much your business growth is there? So they will compare, okay, this person is going to teach me sales, but they don't know that you are coach and they are business. Both things are different. One is product, one is service. And when you will attend my entrepreneur frequency, you will know that those who are coach are actually meant for coach. Those who are businessmen are not meant for coach. They are actually meant for running the business. Everybody is different. Everybody is unique. You cannot compare oranges with oranges or apple with apples, right? Because both are different. You can't compare oranges with apple. Why? Because we are all unique. We have certain passions, certain skills, certain talents, and that are inborn with us. with you, with the businessman, everybody. And they are supposed to do the same thing, or else they are for sure going to fail. So what I suggest is, generally what happens uh, when you offer this to them, they will ask, okay, I want to definitely grow my sales, but you are not the right person. So what happens here? They have money, they have entertainment, they have need and time also, but they are not going to buy your product. And that's the problem with the mindset. And that's why I always say that you are just one mindset away. And this is NLP aspect of MENT, because it is not like this is the complete framework, but at the same time, this is useful framework. And there are so many things beyond this also. So think about that. And also there are other disruptions, like suppose sometimes it happens that even if they have no money, they are not the right person. Time is also not right. But sometimes need is so intense that they have to buy your product. So all these three actually are not important at all. So ultimately, you have to give proper weightage to whether now see why weightage, because sometimes what happens, irrespective of authority, if need is too intense, they are going to buy your product. Sometimes, if the time is right, they will buy your product. Even if they don't have money, they don't have need, but they think, okay, I don't want to miss out. It's like FOMO, fear of missing out, right? So they will buy. Sometimes the person who is running the business is egoist or who is looking for power, then they will buy your product, because in spite of they don't have that right time now, even if they don't have money, but they will invest in it. So sometimes they are living life of comparison, right? When business are running successfully, they live their business from comparison. Okay, I am doing good from my fellow or my neighbor business. That's a blind spot on their growth. Sometimes what they think is, okay, I am doing good from that. Okay, sometimes they think, okay, I wanted to prove that, and now I have proven it. They are living their business from proving, and they are also living a blind spot in their business. They are stuck. So sometimes also they have money, that's why they are buying your product. Some might be they don't have authority, but they will convince the authority. They might not have need or time right now. So use this framework wisely and not blindly.